Come see what a typical day in the life looks like as an automotive detailer. Every day can be vastly different, and it's also going to depend a lot on where you work, what kind of shop you work in, and what you're actually trained on. I usually start my day by finishing anything left over from the night before. So, doing some final touch ups on vehicles, inspecting the vehicles, pulling out all of the vehicles that are done, looking over all the work that needs to get done, and thinking about all the random last minute jobs that will be dropped off that day, which you will see soon because that does happen a lot. Right after pulling out my first vehicle, I was pulling in a Chevy Blazer, and you'll notice I barely started it, and then I started a new vehicle right away. And that is because this pickup truck was technically detailed already, but it did need some touch-ups. It was about to go out, and the wheels weren't looking too great. And those are a focal point, of course, of any vehicle, so those needed to be redone. But more importantly, the vehicle did end up having quite a few scratches and scuffs on it. So I went ahead, gave it a rinseless wash, keeping in mind this thing was already washed. This was just making sure I took off any dust that settled on it between it getting washed and it coming over to me. And then I'm going to go ahead panel by panel, do whatever scratch removal is needed, and then a quick polish just to shine it up. Went ahead, pulled it outside to do a walk around in the sun. As some of you will know, the lighting is huge when it comes to inspecting paint, so it's always good to check it inside and outside. The shade will hide anything and the sun shows everything, so it's good to pull it out just to double check everything. And after that, another job popped up, and this vehicle needed some window tint removed. This is a pretty easy process, especially if you have some tinting experience. So it's kind of a relaxing job, to be honest with you. I just start by heating the window tint up pretty well. I use my razor blade just to lift an edge, and then I slowly pull it back. And I do add some more heat if it looks like it's starting to leave adhesive behind. But at the end of the day, unless the tint is super fresh, it's almost always going to leave a little bit of residue behind, even if you don't really see it with your eye. So I go ahead and use a lubricant and my razor just to make sure it's all removed. After that job, another one popped up that needed to get done right away. So I'm doing a good maintenance detail on this pickup truck. It's not a deep clean, but I still go section by section and follow the same process just to keep everything efficient. And then go figure, another last minute drop off in between that. Had to do a quick paint touch up on a rock chip, and then I walked around, did some scuff removal. Luckily nothing too crazy on that one. Mostly seemed like transfer, if anything, paint transfer from something else. It all came off super smooth, so I was able to jump back onto that truck pretty quickly. And the exterior detail on the truck took as long as the inside. Lots of mud and dirt, dirty wheels, and even after the wash, you're still going to have to go around and touch up the lower rocker panels, or rocking boards, I'm not sure, whatever you call them, dress the wheels, dry and clean up the engine bay, maybe even a quick detailer on the paint just to make sure it's really on point. Now, for the maintenance interior detail, we are really focusing on wiping down the panels and using compressed air to remove all the dust, clean out all the cracks and crevices, doing the door jambs, cleaning windows, quick wipe on the fabric, and vacuuming up everything before putting down some clean floor mats. And that process alone will make any vehicle feel refreshed, even if it's a lot dirtier than this one was. And for now, that is all. Comment down below if you have any questions about detailing or working as a detailer, and don't forget to subscribe for more content.